Hi guys, long time no see. So today, Sunday, not such a warm day today, but I've decided to take advantage of the late summer / early autumn weather and take a hike up Salisbury Crags, which is just behind me here. So the mountain itself here is to the west of Edinburgh city centre, overlooks the town beautifully, and its neighbouring Arthur's Seat is probably one of the most famous landmarks in Edinburgh, as are the Salisbury Crags themselves. So both mountains are of volcanic origin, and now Arthur's Seat is actually a very old inactive volcano, and this mountain here, the flat crags with a really sharp drop on one side, is sort of the aftermath, the effect of that volcanic activity. So it is a magma or lava based sort of mountain. I've read that apparently there used to be a shallow sea around here as well. So this mountain itself was created as a result of these volcanic activities, probably around about 325 million to 340 million years ago. So quite a while now. I can't remember when that happened. Stupid joke. But anyway, so just trying to take advantage of the weather. Obviously the summer's come to an end here in Edinburgh. It's pretty chilly and a little bit humid, cloudy, but we will do our best and we will go up the crags and show you the view. It is a fairly easy walk compared to going up Arthur's Seat, which I've only done once so far. Shame, but it is more of a demanding trek up there. Whereas here, the Salisbury Crags, because it's such a flat incline, it's basically, I would say, perhaps a 25-minute walk up the slant, and then you're up the very top, at the very edge of it, with a beautiful view of the town of Edinburgh here. So basically, to reach it, you just keep walking down the Royal Mile all the way down to Holyrood, and you can access it from right here. We're just next to Holyrood Palace, and you just go right up. So like I said, it's a bit of an easier walk than perhaps Arthur's Seat would be, and a little bit more challenging compared to Calton Hill. But really surprising fact is that this mountain itself is only about 50 meters tall, so it doesn't seem that high. However, it looks definitely much higher from down here. So as I said, 340 million years old, pretty old, and that's what one of the awesomest things here in Edinburgh is, that everything you look at is so much older than yourself. As for the name of the mountain, it is called the Salisbury Crags. So crags, my understanding, is something like a rock, like a mountain with a very sharp sort of ledge to it, sharp cliff. And Salisbury was a man, a statesman, English statesman back in the day. I'm not sure. I think most people probably be happy if this mountain bore a name of some amazing Scottish hero, such as William Wallace Craggs or something like that, but I'm not going to delve into that any further. Another interesting story I read somewhere is that they used to chip at that mountain to produce cobblestones. So I'm not sure nowadays this would be acceptable, preservation of nature and natural resources and stuff like that in mountains. Obviously everybody wants to keep this amazing mountain here as it is, undisturbed and undamaged, but apparently back in the day they used to just chip at it to produce tons and tons of cobblestones to create perhaps the streets of the Royal Mile and the likes. So like I said, without further ado, follow me up to the Salisbury Crags and let's have a look at what Edinburgh has to offer from up there. The view is already getting impressive. Maybe we should just stop here. So this is where the trek's starting getting a little bit steeper up here. You have to go up this path. Like I said, the view is good enough. I would just call it a day, but let's try anyway. Try to twist your ankle if you're that way inclined. At least it's not the radical way. There's a path over there that's called the radical path. Radical road. I'm by no means a radical climber, so please don't. But anyway, the things I've seen people do up Arthur's Seat, remember there's like a lady hanging on by the grass, like on her belly, trying to climb up. I don't have that kind of courage, so don't expect these kinds of scenes today from me. Like this is steep enough. Yeah, so luckily it's quite flat, but it's very steep. Wow. You can already see the Firth of Forth all the way there. That's the Easter Road Stadium. Oh, amazing leaf. Right over there. Calton Hill and town, because as I said, we are to the east of the city centre, not west. I may have said west, but I meant east. So there you go. Here's your highly qualified tour guide. Talking shit. Wow. See like big massive ships over there. First rest stop. Let's see how many I need. I think we're almost there. And down there's St. Margaret's Loch with all the beautiful wildlife. Lots of swans and geese. A lovely place. And the ruins of an old castle up there. Yeah, it just looks good. Looks great. The sun has decided to grace us a little bit, so the view is quite pretty. Right, so we're like 2 minutes away from being at the top of the crags, Salisbury Crags, and to my right here is Arthur's Seat. So this is basically the creator of this. So all the lava came out of there, I believe. There was a shallow sea, got pushed up, and this was made, and then people came and took the crags apart to make cobblestones, but it's still here. Going up there is in my humble opinion, I'm not a climber, it's quite a challenge, especially going up to the very top, which is mostly rocky. So the last 10 minutes of your climb is like clutching at rocks, and yeah, but boy is it worth it. I mean, at least once in your lifetime if you get the chance. Yeah. 2 minutes from the top, yeah. I'll have a little toast up there, and then go down. What is it? Drinking to those who wish us well, and those who don't can go to hell. Right, last stretch. Get those hands out just in case you need them. I've explained this before. Oh, she has a cool Adidas jacket. See? Fleece. Look at this. So they say that from the southern side this looks like a lion, because that's the butt and this is the head and the mane and the paws here. From this side, obviously, you can't see the head because it's not here, but from the back, coming from Craigmillar, it looks like a lion laying down. So yeah, Pentland Hills over there. And it's amazing because the buildings here are generally quite short, so you can literally see everything, huh? You can see the meadows, see all the flat bits. And the castle, because it really shows how like perched on top of a volcano it is. You can really see how it stands out from the rest of the city, which is incredible. And obviously the Firth and the bridges. I like the water a lot. So that's just the thing here. You can see everything, can't you? And I love the fact that everything is fairly small and short. The buildings, that you can see all the pointy roofs of churches and rooftops and the castle and Cotton Hill, and you can just see everything from here. It's amazing. It really is. It's like taking in the whole city all in one eyeful. Fill your eyeballs. Okay guys, so I hope you've enjoyed taking this virtual trek up the Salisbury Crags with us here today. As I said, the weather has not been that merciful. It's pretty chilly and windy, but it's not too bad given where we are. So we've seen the south, we've seen the west, we've seen the east, we've seen Arthur's Seat looking majestically beautiful like a lion. We've seen everything, and so it's gonna be time to head back soon. The sun is setting real quick now these days, so we're just gonna have to just head down. So follow us back down just like you did up. Like I said, the walk up itself is not too challenging, but just wear comfy shoes, be careful as per usual. It can get a bit steep at times or a bit rocky. There are these loose cobblestones to watch out for, and do be careful because however ridiculous this may sound, there are accidents here. People do fall, so once again, take it easy and enjoy your time up here. Bring something warm, just so that you can sit down and spend that extra 5 or 10 minutes enjoying the view, really taking it in. What I personally really enjoy doing is trying to spot as many places as possible from up here, and it really isn't that hard because, like I said, the view is so clear and so amazing, and there's so few obstructions on a nice day that you can see as far as Queen's Ferry, as the bridges. You can see across the Firth of Forth, and you can see all the way to Pentland Hills, and you can see the whole city from here. So bring a jacket, wrap up, and just enjoy your time up here, and then take it easy on your way up and down. As I said, it's only 50 meters, but it is majestic, and it is a nice alternative from having to climb up all the way up there to Arthur's Seat, which is a little bit more challenging and time consuming. So if you ever get a chance, whether you're local or just visiting, do come up here because it's a great place to come and see Edinburgh from a completely different perspective. So I suppose I'll see you back down. Oh, these little bushes are cute too. Is that the purple stuff that turns like the, I don't know. So we've made it down, and I would estimate that it probably took us about maybe 25 minutes to get up, and we took maybe 1 or 2 breaks to take some pictures and sort of catch our breath, but it's really not that bad. So we kind of walked up towards this edge, and then we walked down this way, so around in a little bit of a circle like that. And it's, like I said, not too demanding, but you know, definitely be careful and stuff. Like, I'm not a climber at all, so it's not as easy as you may think, but also not too bad at all. So there you go. It's always really nice if you can take your time, make sure that you have a few minutes to spend up there, just to enjoy yourself and take pictures, like I said, and everything. So that was really great. We've made it down, and looking forward to going home and passing out now. I'm joking, but yeah, it is. The sun is definitely setting quickly now. One interesting fact that I wanted to share at the end of the video, because I think it's quite hilarious. I don't know if it makes any sense at all whatsoever, but because this mountain is called the Salisbury Crags, it's interesting because, as a fan of Irvine Welsh, a local Edinburgh writer who wrote the Trainspotting and many other books, he often mentions obviously the Edinburgh drug scene, and the drug heroin in Edinburgh here is often referred to as skag. And there seems to be this little, I don't know, I suppose, tendency that people, as a matter of slang, language slang, use rhyming just to communicate. Often in his books, the skag was referred to as Salisbury Crag. So if one of the characters wanted to go and get heroin with his friends, instead of saying let's go get the skag, he would refer to it as Salisbury Crag. Now, I am not a linguistic expert. I have been told that this sort of tendency may be more characteristic to England, maybe London. I personally never heard about it before I actually read these books, but Irvine Welsh very often has his crew, his Trainspotting crew, use this kind of speech. So just rhyme anything so that it makes sense with the word that you're actually looking for. So let's say I'm trying to say I took a fall, I would say I took a buttered roll, and you are supposed to know what I mean, which is quite funny and weird, and just had no idea this kind of thing existed. But there we go, Salisbury Crag, skag equals heroin, apparently. But anyway, just finish up here. It was an amazing, refreshing walk today, and it's really nice to spend an hour or so in nature. And the view from the crags of Arthur's Seat are absolutely magnificent. And the weather was a bit windy at the beginning, but right now it's actually nice and calm and peaceful. So as I said, sun's setting, it's getting dark. Thank you for joining us on this little adventure today here up the crags, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.